Shall we do it? Are we here? Are we going? We're live? Yes! Hi everyone, I'm Josh the Trader GM and these are my fellow storytellers. Hello everyone! The reason I asked is because I didn't have OBS up and I think I did it by sound. So there was no visual cues for me there. So that's how good I'm getting with that intro. So I'm nailing it. I'm very excited to play Dungeons and Dragons tonight and something else, but more on that later. Hello, how are you? Please let us know how you are. We are going to introduce everyone because we really want to get this game on the way. Thank you so much for waiting for us while we did our mental health checks and making sure that everyone is prime and ready to go and tell some awesome stories. Okay, so Izzy, who are you?
Hi.
And who are you playing?
I'm Izzy and I play Bobby. This is the only game of the week that I play in. And you can find me on Instagram. Or you can find excerpts of my book on Wattpad. Yes,
please do. It's amazing. We read it on stream and I absolutely loved it. And you broke everyone's heart, and I bring that up every week because I'm still mending, okay? So, all right, JP!
Hello, I am JP. In this campaign, I play Camilo, the not-so-bright but trying his best, but his best is an idiot cleric of the group. If you like dots and lines, but God, if you like an unholy amalgamation of the two, feel free to check out the Instagram above my head at hops_does_stuff.
Smashed it. All right.
Hello, I'm Daniel. I play Jace here on Tuesdays. Twitch. Okay, thanks.
Getting shorter. Getting so short.
I don't know. I think that one was a bit longer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Ellie.
Hey everyone, my name is Elle. Tonight I am playing Raya, the rather quiet druid of the party who recently got a staff that's now a snake, which is pretty cool. If you like me, you can see me on Mondays and Tuesdays here at Dreaded GM. Otherwise, check me out on my Instagram at symbol.of.peach.
Hells yeah. You got some cool projects coming up with that cosplay stuff as well,
Duh.
don't you? Yeah.
If only Customs would send them.
Damn you, Customs!
It's been there for 3 weeks now.
No! Oof. All right, and thank you so much, Adana, for letting me know that the levels were off. I fixed that right away. I'm hoping that it's all equal now. If you guys ever notice something on stream and chat, either you guys or chat themselves, let me know so I can fix it straight away and make sure that quality is popping off. All right, last but definitely not least, M.
Hello, tonight I'm M, unlike other nights. I'm M. Tonight I am playing Skara, who is not Ridley, who is my Monday night character, and she has red hair, and she's a sorcerer. And yeah, I draw stuff at Elysian.art on Instagram. I'm currently taking part in Art Fight, which is just a fun time in July where artists draw each other's OCs. If you want to draw mine, I will try to draw yours.
One of my favorite phrases, and this is a tangent that has no connection to this whatsoever, and that's why I think I have ADD, is that I'm going to use a phrase from Schitt's Creek, which is a show that you should watch on Netflix because it's amazing. I love that for you because I'm seeing art come in. There's 2 pieces that have come in, and it's amazing, and I love it. And it's just a fun event. So if you can draw, even if it's stick people, get in there and do it. What I've noticed is that they sort of like fight back or counter you with how whatever you do, right? So the more you put into it, the more they'll put back. It's very cool. All right, cool. Is there any other announcements that come to mind? There is something very, very, very cool that everyone else here knows about, that we've all voted on, that I cannot talk about because I don't know exactly how to announce it. But when I'm so excited, I think you all know what it is. We're not going to announce it now, but I'm very tempted to, but I'm not going to. Yeah. So surprises are coming. Just quickly as well, we are going to be drawing the WWF prizes very soon. We are also going to be doing the merch that we said that we were going to do very soon for WWF. And I'm going to get in chats with Rob about all those other things that we promised as well, because those are coming. We haven't forgotten. We're just recovering because Coda's Big Day Out was a big event. Kind of took it out of all of us. So thank you for bearing with us. Now, for the very special thing that I brought up before, the thing I'm very excited about. So Tara sent me a present, guys, and I'm very, very, very excited because I have no idea what it is. I just know that it's been coming for the longest time. So bear with me, my beautiful players, while I open this up. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
Is it anthrax?
It's friggin' anthrax.
Terrace, is it anthrax?
Surprise!
No, JP. No, JP. It's not anthrax. That's the
No one
type
sends anthrax anymore.
Okay. It's from Shapeways, and there are some amazing things I've wanted from Shapeways for a very long time. And if it's what I think it is, I'm gonna lose my mind.
That just reminded me of JP's story about people testing the white powder in class with very scientific ways. So how would you and your classmates have checked for anthrax?
Well,
Kind of white powder.
Yep, it's them. Oh my god, it's them.
by licking it.
Oh, yo. Okay. Oh my gosh. These are some dice that I've always wanted. I've always wanted them, but I've never been able to get them. These are they're from Shapeways. They're made out of metal. They're hollow, but they look like thorns. And I've wanted them for the longest time, and I've always had them as like, yeah, they're so pretty. And then Eris got some, and I was very jealous. And I was like, I'm so happy for you. And then she got it for me. I was like, they got it for me. I'm thinking of Quimorant the dragon. Okay, all right.
I demand to see these on the Instagram.
Yes.
So Terrace,
Yeah, we've gotta
thank you
catch up
so
on
gosh so much.
I actually
Thank
thought
you,
he'd
thank you.
struggle more with the tape there. I thought we had the time for the whole story.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm so nervous.
Can
I was
I
like,
just-
okay, we gotta.
Can I just say something about Soteris? He is amazing. He's done so much for us in our community, and I can't thank you enough, Soteris. I love them so gosh darn much. So, thank you. My heart. All the love. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go geek out about these, and then I'm gonna have a little photo shoot later so I can get you guys all looking at this. Oh my god, Soteris. Oh my god, they're so shiny. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, all right, let's roll it so we can get this game started.
I mean, it's not funny.
I'm
But
very
that's what's
excited
funny.
now. My hopes are very high.
This is my dice noise me. This is the noise I make when I get these. So, should we do combat?
Terrace, you broke him.
I think we should do a recap, but like a group
Yes,
recap.
do a group recap while I recap myself or regroup myself. Get it?
Didn't we just have a bath last session? We didn't really do anything else.
You broke me,
Level up.
Terrace. Terrace,
we
you
leveled
broke
up.
me.
Oh, that's right, we did too.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
that's
well,
the
there we go.
recap
That's the
done.
recap.
Some of
We had a
us
bar.
learned level
Happening.
4 spells.
It
was exciting.
That's true.
I
Got
got
to
a
it a bit
tattoo.
later than some.
Yes, Bobby got the best tattoo ever, and I got an ASI and a new spell, which was actually an old spell, but now I can just do it more.
I turned into a bird. That was pretty rad.
It was
Spent
pretty
two-thirds of my money on learning new spells.
And
I
we
spent all
decided
of my money.
we wanted to hang out in the city for a while longer after we do or do not find out stuff from Quim.
After Quinn gives us 20,000 gold pieces, a feat, and a legendary item.
Ooh, yes.
I like that.
please. And a +3 longsword to potentially give to someone we used to know.
Nah, I'm gonna
Hey,
keep
Marie.
Perfect. How mad would Caden be if we told him that we gave a +3 longsword to J. Marie?
Aiden,
Memory of all
me?
people.
Fucking furious.
Wouldn't make J. Marie's year.
It would make him
I
so
know.
happy.
Probably cut himself on it.
I still think with a +3 longsword, I reckon Caden could take him. Jammer would be like, "Oh, Caden, give me a hug," and Caden would be like, "Fuck you, give me a
Oh my god. That went dark.
That's the end of his story arc.
I mean, Caden would just have to be like, "I'll be your best friend if you give me that sword," and J. Marie would be like, "Yeah, look here."
Yeah, J. Marie's the most wholesome.
and Misty.
Most wholesome, almost tried to murder us being.
Yeah, what was that Spreef incident? Do you reckon he's going to be BBEG?
He wanted to kill Coda too, or no? Was it kidnap Coda, kill the mama bear?
Kill Mama Bear, kidnap Coda, sell Coda.
It
Yeah.
was poaching.
Yes.
However, you know,
And in the
he
end,
turned a bit slimmer.
his one saving grace was getting put to sleep by Jace before the combat started.
That's what happened.
Literally the only
luck.
reason that character's still around.
Yup.
All right.
He's a keeper now.
The best thing to happen to poor J. Marie was that he had the least amount of hit points than all
I mean,
his friends.
If you guys
Your
really think
laziness
about it,
and
Jay
ineptitude is your saving
Marie's
grace.
now a part of the Keepers, so he is atoning in some way, and you guys set
He
him
damn
up
well
for
better
that.
at tone.
So maybe he will be finding poachers as well. All right, y'all, I'm just so happy right now. So we're gonna get this game started so that perhaps I could use these dice.
I think Mag would like those dice if they roll well.
Oh, these could be my mag dice. Done.
If they roll well.
If they roll well.
Did you just help him go on a tangent, Emma?
Did. I gathered myself.
I don't know.
All right.
Depends
I'm
where
getting
he's
it.
going, because I kept it on game at least. I'm gonna just press the old mute button now.
All right. You guys see the music?
Yeah.
I can.
There we go.
I got my music on. Let me pause.
I can't anymore.
Nothing.
Yeah, I can hear something.
These are good beats.
I jam with this one. All right. Too loud?
Not for me.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, was it a little bit for you? A little bit too loud for them.
Okay. There we go. The Wayfarers have had 20 days to rest and recuperate. The Eye of Quimorinth, known as Sapphire, has visited in that time and told the Wayfarers that the events of the dream had taken a toll on the Silver Great Worm. They would need time to rest and take healing from their children. On this day, the 20th day of Herban, the Wayfarers have been called upon for an audience with the Silvered Ancient One. The Wayfarers ascend the spire high above the city of Quim. A sea of silver masks look up at them as they do. Quimorinth stands larger than life, their scales glistening in the sword point light. The refracted light cast from these brilliant silver scales bathe all in hues of quicksilver, piercing this magical glow of the surroundings are two deep pools of azure. Curiously, they study you. At the great silver worm's side are their claws, fangs, eyes, and breaths. All pay respect to you as you approach, and a graceful nod is given from Quimorinth. Welcome, Dreamwalkers.
Hi.
Hello.
Morning.
Yes, it is indeed morning.
Well met.
Well met.
Ryan nods.
Technically, I believe we did meet once before, so hello again.
Yes, I suppose we did. Hello. Hello.
People can meet multiple times. That's why they're called meetings.
True.
I
Looks at
suppose
Bobby.
thanks are in order. Thank you for all that you have done for my children and myself.
It's fine. It was just a slightly horrifying delve into completely unknown territories where most of us forgot what we were doing there and nearly died. No biggie.
You're welcome.
I agree with both statements. But I'd also like to add that it will. I forget.
Oh, that's okay. Tell me.
Are these your children?
Yes,
Citizens.
they are. Do you mean are they my biological children?
No, I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page.
In all that matters, they are my children. They feed from the knowledge that I bring from the world. I do my best to watch over them, and they watch over me.
Knowledge would leave me mighty hungry.
We do eat more than knowledge, rest assured.
Oh, good. Ugh.
Do have to admit that your knowledge stores are very impressive.
Thank you. It is my hoard, and I am very proud of it. I'm also proud to share it. However, it is not for everyone. But you have all proven yourself to be capable of wielding such knowledge and having access to it.
If you don't mind my getting to a point for us, we came to this mountain because our companion Raya here. Say hello, Raya. She felt tied to it. She felt drawn here.
Yes. That does
There-
make sense.
There was business in a dream with a person called Jannar.
Yes.
Do you understand any of what all of that was?
I know now.
You do.
Know what?
No, sorry, that was in character.
Oh, yeah.
Just really bad accent because I'm still in Thorn mindset.
Curiously,
know now.
In character.
curiously,
In character, I know now.
Primarth is going to look over to Jace. Oh, it seems you've been sifting through my hoard then.
When did you eat breakfast without us?
What?
You ate the knowledge.
I didn't eat it. I read it and learnt it.
Did
Gay.
it make you full?
What did you learn?
Yeah.
Right, it's just like, please tell me.
You and I would dare say our friend Jannar are what is known as druids. Long held secret of the world. More than likely, from what you've said, is that Jannar was a dreamer who dreamed you into existence.
Right. So, Jannar is here. He's like Quimorath. And he can dream. And
He was most certainly a dreamer. I don't believe he's on this mountain, though.
oh,
Yes, why would his dream draw you to Quimoranth and the sword point rather than himself?
I believe he was venturing inside Morn's dream, who was trapped inside Boardheel's dream, who was in fact a beholder trying to dream himself into existence.
Dreams
Yeah, that's
are a part of the weird. They are at times nonsensical. They serve to not make sense. They are the subconscious of the world. Trying to make sense of them has driven many mad. There are some, like us, that are able to traverse, manipulate, and even manifest from this place. We are indeed called dreamers. It is a large concept to try and perceive. Comprehend is the word. Comprehend. I do not expect you to just accept that, however. I can do my best to try and help you understand it. It's the least I could do.
Skara?
What is mortal dreaming then to you? Is it part of this, or is it just a waste of time?
Mortal dreaming is like a seed in a forest. It has its place, it is connected, but it is a part of the whole.
Assume what I do is mortal dreaming then, eh?
Yes,
Me
Why the
too.
I assume. I'm so sorry. I try not to do that.
Do your mortal dreams, Bobby? Because I know mine do. Do they get real weird if you have cheese before bed?
It's hard to say. I can't remember the last time I went to bed without cheese.
That's alright. Well,
I have
I'd like
weird
you to
dreams.
explain that interaction if possible.
When I eat honey, Camillo,
What?
yeah, it's honey for me.
Oh,
Is Megarash?
Yeah. Hello?
When did you get back?
Oh,
What was he here the whole time?
it's been 20
hello.
days. Yeah, he said hello.
Oh gosh.
Scar's been ignoring him for 20 days.
Silent
She's just-
treatment.
She's just been focusing on her revenge on Camilo for 19 days.
it's just like 20 days later, I've finally forgiven Magarash for letting Coda escape, and thus I will forgive him and acknowledge his existence.
They've just
Hello,
been
Magarash.
ships in the night. That's
Yeah.
what they've been. Also, he left her eagle unattended, so.
Mm.
Left a lot of things unattended.
Had a nap.
Yeah, can you explain that interaction for us mortal folk? For Magarash, honey. For me, cheese. For Bobby, possibly cheese, but we're not quite sure.
If we're using the seed metaphor, if you try to water a seed with cheese, honey, what was yours, Bobby? Say sorry.
Cheese,
Cheese.
maybe.
Cheese as
We're
well.
not sure.
Or any things that. I guess it's more of an environmental thing, or a sustenance thing. Perhaps, when you eat this cheese or honey, you guys, what are you doing to me? It calls to you. Deep within your subconscious, it activates something.
The cheese does call to me.
You're asking a great worm, a silver worm, about cheese.
Okay.
I'm gonna direct this back to away from cheese if everybody's fine with that.
I just want to make sure I'm not insane. Has anyone else heard that you have weird dreams if you eat cheese before bed thing? I googled it. Apparently it's a common thing.
I have
have
heard just going to bed on a full stomach gives you weird dreams.
Do they have a scientific reason for that?
No.
So I guess we don't know. The
Very eldritch
is
magic.
one of those.
The end.
You know what? It's the Quimorinth, the ancient great silver worm, is going to say, "This is going to be something that I'm going to research. I will look
Magic,
into
my
this."
dude.
Magic, my dude. I'm a wizard.
Who was Izzy?
What was the question, sorry?
You said, who was Izzy?
Oh, yeah.
And they turned into the other guy in the dream.
Yeah. Paskin.
Pascal.
Haskell.
They were a different entity again.
Aberrations, illithids, other creatures of the weird are very strange. Izzy, or the unborn, they are a creature known as a beholder. They are dreamers too. They have the ability to bring things manifest from that realm.
Trapped you there.
Sorry, what was the question?
How was it that it trapped you there? Since you are so powerful.
That creature,
Lovely.
when a beholder sleeps, whatever it dreams about is what it manifests into the mortal realm. From my understanding, Izzy and the unborn were one. The unborn was cruel and angry. And so when the original tried to dream anew, it manifested that vile entity. It somehow stumbled upon my section of the dream world and decided that it would feed off me. That anger that it harbored, that want for revenge, helped it do so.
So, Izzy, the beholder, is it gone now? Or did it merely wake up?
My memories of that event, they're hazed. I was hoping to ask you what you saw in that encounter where we fought. That encounter where you bested the unborn. What happened?
Well, bested is a strong word.
It is accurate. Enough.
I remember, I cut a boulder in half. Who's next?
The unborn wished to wed you. And in fact, it said that it had, and we were too late.
See the dragon shift slightly to that sentiment. There is a... I mean, who has proficiency in insight?
At least I do. I didn't load up my character sheet though.
Right, we'll have a look. Let me know.
I'm gonna have a look.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep playing with
right
these.
there.
God, just die.
My pitiful lack of proficiencies on this character.
Missed on already, huh?
This is so much fun.
My passive is 18, if that helps.
Okay, let's go. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I have
It's fine.
proficiency in insight.
Yes, I do. There we go.
Bobby.
Bobby, so insightful.
Rolf, insight for me. Anyone else that
And
has...
Ryo.
And Raya. Does Raya have proficiency as well?
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead, Roll. So sorry.
That's a solid 14.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Aya is very reflecting on what she's just been told at the moment, so her eyes were cast downwards and did not notice the enormous dragon shift posture. With a natural 1, which
one.
brings it to 9.
Okay. Bobby, your insight tells you that shift was one of worry. One of like having to move after feeling uncomfortable.
Do you want to talk about it?
The weird is a strange place. The unborn. Well, if you didn't defeat it, it might still be in there. If it has
Are you
attached itself
safe?
to me, I am not sure. It is something that I must research and look into. I will do my best not to dream until I am sure.
Maybe stay away from cheese then.
I don't know if we defeated it, but I do have a distinct recollection of its eyeball popping a bit like a grape.
Oh yeah.
Remarkably similar to how I remember those events.
Aye.
That was Jannar. He remembered. He was talking to me, and as it happened, nature, the earth, began to erupt and entangle. The beholder, and in a flash, it popped like a grape, and my eyes were focused away, but something came down from the ceiling, a star of sorts, and Pascal turned into Izzy and leapt for it. And it was then we woke up.
The unborn as well did try and run right before it got popped, so at the very least I think it was very scared of what was gonna happen to it.
Yeah.
It's only half a being because of the Izzy. Because of that, maybe it needed this to go through to work. What happens if you don't dream?
Sorry, can I get that again?
What happens if you don't dream?
So you're asking the Great Worm, what happens if you don't dream?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's not lethal or painful. I will not suffer. It's akin to not being able to fly or walk. I will be okay in the meantime. But it is best that I do not dream. And in fact, it is probably best that others don't either. If what I suspect that star is, and if the beholder known as Izzy or Haska obtained it, well, it would wield a power that would boggle the mind.
Is this truly the best time to be vague and withholding of information?
No. Give me a persuasion check quickly as well.
Good
This
luck.
isn't the one. 16 though.
Attempting to help, although 16 is pretty solid. Scar just adds, if this is really something dangerous, perhaps then we should take it and we can hide it away. Jason and I are not even able to dream. It would be safer.
You
with
wish
us.
to go back into the weird again already?
I definitely do not wish it. If this is something powerful, things need to be considered.
There is a lot to take into consideration. Research must be done. Theories. We do not want to go in there unwieldy. This will take time. Primarinth will look to Jace, but you are right. You have earned. What's the word? You have earned the right to know what is going on. Reports tell me that Lokara and Doreen is currently under corruption, a demonic invasion. Predominantly, it's being held in Eshidor, a city known as Ashbourne. There are many that fight this cause, and it is widespread. However, in recent days, even Skoro was attacked and almost taken.
Why are all these things happening now?
Perhaps it is time for it to happen. This artifact that you may have seen inside the dream is a secret that is held very closely to one as old as me. It is known as a shard of creation, a power that allows you to manifest anything that you could imagine or comprehend. It can alter the world. It is a gift from the gods. A gift that was given to their children. Children like myself. Children like the giants. Children like the angels and devils. With this gift, we were able to mold the world that we wanted. However, greed and lust for power changed everything.
I'm guessing not in a good way.
Through this greed, Bobby, the demons were born. And now they are back to claim this world. And it is left to heroes like you to help us fight and save this world.
Sounds like as much a curse as it was a gift. If they could not predict that greed would take over, that seems majorly short-sighted of them.
Perhaps. However, they loved us. They trusted us.
Asker spoke of wishing to break into the castle to steal a jewel. Could that have been a star?
Yes, perhaps. I cannot be sure.
And what happens if Izzy Hasker gets a hold of it?
Depends on the entity that wields it. If this entity is a creature of good, or even neutral, well, there shouldn't be anything bad that would happen. As it stands, you have done your part in this fight. From reports, we are winning. If you do not wish to be a part of this any longer, there is no need.
The fight's not done yet.
How far was Skullmere from Ashador and Ashbourne?
Skalamir, Ostador, and yeah, it's...
Oh, but if Scorer nearly fell...
Score nearly fell, yeah.
That is right on Skullmere's doorstep.
I'm just going to quickly respond to Izzy, which was Quim is going to look at you and give you a draconic smile. And just nods. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that everyone gets heard.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just picturing a draconic smile, and it's really
just
not that
teethy.
pretty.
It's not.
Yeah,
No.
it's kind of gross.
Mouth of
Not
swords.
loving it?
Yeah. I will say this. I am in your debt. And I'm just going to let your minds sit on the I am in your debt, and then I'm going to answer everyone's question. Sword point, Skullmere is all the way over there. Yeah.
Hey, this here is Scorer.
Yep.
You know, this is Skullmere.
Yep.
Across the river. And then this is us.
But isn't that like a really massive river?
Yep.
Well, it's like... So it was 2 weeks, I think? Travel, wasn't it? Oh no, it was 4 weeks. It was 2 weeks to get to the base of the mountain and then 2 weeks up.
No, it was 2 months total, I think. Or maybe it was 1 month total. It was 1 or 2 months total.
It was
I think it was
1
1
month.
month.
I think it.
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 weeks to get to the base, but then
From-
traveling up the mountain was
From
rough.
Oakdale, I think it's only a day or two. So Oakdale to Fjolum, it's only a couple of days.
So
But
that's
weeks
roughly
there, and then
2 weeks to
up.
Skullmere and then another 3 weeks to
Yeah.
Scorer. So it's not that far, but it's not like alarming.
So, this great worm has said that they are in your debt for saving them, the city, and also giving them the information that you have about what happened in the dream. They have said they have given you the information about the children of the gods, the world, and the shards of creation, and they've also said that you don't have to fight this fight. In their opinion, you guys have succeeded, so you don't have to follow this quest line. Or it might come back later.
We wanted to spend some time here recouping, but it's something we will need to discuss.
You are always welcome here. Always.
Well, is there an easier way up the mountain then, or is that just kind of like a deal?
We already made an easier way up the mountain, Bobby.
Yeah, but you have to walk to it, and I'm just wondering if we don't
Takes
have to
less
walk.
than an hour to walk to the.
I don't think you understand how
We
much I don't
use-
like walking.
We use our griffins. Well, at least my children do. I fly.
That makes sense.
Perhaps I could give you a boon. More.
I like music.
Sorry. Tune. I love that. We could give you mounts so that you could come back whenever you needed.
Again, we do already have a way to come back whenever we need to, Bobby.
Well, I'm not the decision maker of this party, but I will partake in this decision. So I'm sorry, I'm just really good at that stuff. So if everyone else could make this decision, I will just weigh in quietly. But just for like reference, what other gifts are on the table?
And is it an offer of one trip or something to keep and that we have to feed and maintain?
The responsibility would be yours.
More
There is a lot.
I'm curious about these boons that you mentioned.
The boon was actually the mount.
Oh. I'm gonna do some thinking.
Very well.
Is it difficult to learn to ride them?
It can be, yes. Especially since they have the ability to teleport. At short range.
With the rider?
Yes.
We should get one.
I know, it's just my character doesn't like heights.
Just close your eyes and get one.
I could also perhaps gift you all with one of our masks.
What does that do?
They are made from my scales.
Bobby
Sorry.
doesn't like scales.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you remember that, but I think the bigger they are, the better.
Alright, in that case, again, the snake conversation, Bobby. You just left me there.
They misspoke. So Quimorith will say, they are made from dragon scales, is what I'll say. Yes. Yes.
And what function do they serve?
Each one is unique.
Would I have to wear it, or could I carry it around with me instead?
To gain its benefits, you would have to wear it. Though, I understand why you're hesitant to cover up such a handsome mug as yours.
I'm just not a big fan of things blocking my vision.
I understand.
What if they were made into rings instead?
I'm sure we could craft a mask that would cover just your lower or upper, not covering your eyes.
Oh, like a tiara?
That's more of a tiara than a mask.
I'd take one that covers kind of like the lower a bit. That'd be kind of cool.
It's hard because which half of my face is the best half? I think
Left.
I'm gonna. How did you know? Is it that obvious? Oh my god. He guessed right. Well, he guessed left, but that was correct.
Smooth dragon.
With a mask, you wouldn't need to worry about how your face is presenting.
I would anyway, but I appreciate what you're saying.
Okay.
You do not
What do
need
the
to.
masks do?
They're unique for each that wear them. Sometimes they unlock latent powers. Sometimes they give you the ability to cast spells. Sometimes they make you harder to hit or more resilient. Truthfully, you either tell the one that will craft the mask for you, known as the mask maker, what you want, or if you're not sure, they will craft it for you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd take any of those benefits. I'll take a mask. That's my vote.
In the end, I suppose I would also vote for a mask.
Are they very heavy to wear?
No.
It's reassuring. Camilla, you still have your hands on your face.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I did. That's my bad. Cheers.
You really want the half-face one, don't you?
I really do.
Hey, Camillo,
Hey.
why don't you ask for one of the talking boat?
That's a bloody good idea! Question for ye. Oh, great silver great worm. You could
Bagarash know about the flying boat.
He's been talking about it ever since we came out of the dream. Every day he mentions the bloody talking boat. To be honest, I just want some peace. I'd take that as a reward.
I'll tell you this, the boat's not going to give you any fucking peace.
Ah.
Instead of listening to him talking about the fucking flying boat, you'll just be listening to the talking fucking flying boat all the fucking time.
Yeah, alright, I tell you what, I didn't take that into consideration, but...
You know,
And you're
Jace is
lacking-
mad when every second word is fucking.
Magarash, your lack of forethought is a boon. Oh, great silver worm. Do you recall within the dream? I didn't know if you were there for this bit. There was a whale involved and a lot of ocean that I wasn't very keen on. I'm generally not too keen on like things that go across the
He
water.
wants a talking boat that flies.
Ah. It could be doable. It would take time.
The Wayfarers fly in to save the day on flying talking boat.
Dingy! I want a dingy boat just like sails in dashboard. Looking up in the sky.
Our
What
heroes
I love is
save us.
instead of picturing like a really cool ship, like a proper ship, I'm
just-
picturing a little dinghy.
specifically a boat, to be
It
fair.
was a
It was like
dinghy.
a single mast little boat that barely fit all of us.
It was a small dinghy with wings.
Every time Camilla ran to
Yeah.
one side, he'd rock the whole thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I did have half an hour to go through all the stages of grief of not having my boat, and while I do think it would be an excellent boon to have it back, I'm really starting to like the idea of me in like that lower face covering mask, like the one that just kind of says, I think that'd look really, really good on me.
Just to double check before I lock in my vote for a mask. I'll be able to remove it when I want to. Yeah, it's not going to be like stuck to my face and like it'll just be a part of me.
No, it won't be stuck to your face. You'll be able to remove it.
That's good. Can't hide these faces from the world.
course.
That's just too cruel.
However, you should be sure to check that no one puts any glue on there. It is a funny prank, but a dangerous one.
Is it
You should
funny?
be ever.
Yeah, it does sound funny.
My skin.
Raya's just gotten an idea.
Oh no.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Fine, Raya doesn't know what glue is yet.
It's been 20 days, surely.
Of course,
Camilo, down.
if these rewards aren't suited, you could have the promise of a future favor by me.
Well, that sounds wonderful, but a little bit daunting for you. Because what if we ask something really rude, like, "My gosh, can we like use you as a disco ball?"
We
And in
also
the context-
don't know that we'll be tied to the city, and then there's the issue of geography.
The context would matter.
I'm gonna go the mask, and I've got a little bit of reasoning behind it. One, I didn't really have a way to send you a message without coming back here, and no offense, but it's a mite cold up here, and I'm not a fan of the cold, so I'd rather not waddle back here to ask you a favour. So I reckon a mask. Second reason I want the mask, it'll keep the lower half of my face warm.
I hate to be the person to make Camilla maybe talk more, but Camilla, you do have a way to send her to ask her things from long distances in the same way I do and Magarash does.
Aye. Yeah, no, Jace has a point, but I'm gonna stick with the lower half of my face being warm. But like when like little bits around your nose get all cold and dry, it's just I'm gonna go for a mask. If that's still on offer.
I'm going to go for a mask as well, but I have very specific instructions design-wise because I don't want it to get in the way of my hair or my ruby earrings.
Of
They're
course.
real rubies.
I also vote for a mask.
If the
Very well.
Wayfarers all agree on the mask, did we just get a uniform, guys?
Oh no! I think
We're gonna look like a
did.
band when we get back to Fiolum.
We'll all just have like bottom half of our face mask covered. Wayfarers are COVID safe.
Work
I
out
can't wait to see the
and
art.
start Joe
The art.
posing. It'll be incredible.
I've
don't
opened
know
up
it
a
'cause you
sneaky
don't mention
tab
it.
to scroll.
But
Yeah, I'm
we're
gonna
all standing 5 feet apart.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do some research. I don't think we should throw out the warp thing. That sounds cool too. But I respect that we have a lot of things to look after already. I don't want to be the only one not wearing a mask.
Or do you want to be the only one that can teleport? Minus all the people that can teleport through use of spells.
It's not long until I can teleport too, so it's
I don't want them to die, and when we take on NPCs and pets, there's always the risk they will die.
this is true.
And this whole party would throw itself in front of the griffins before they died too, and it would
We
just
still
keep-
have not called the griffin that we do actually have, by the way, and I think it's because we're all aware
We know where that
things
leads.
can happen.
There is another question that I want to ask, but I don't really know how to phrase it. Essentially, I want to ask, it's like Raya would be wondering, do you know how to find Janelle? Because I want to meet him in this reality, but I don't quite know. The words are not in my brain today. But yeah.
You can take the time to just figure out how you want to say it or ask the question. Like we have a place where this whole stage is for everyone to be able to take their time and say what they need to say and ask the questions and not worry about.
Yeah, alrighty. So after everybody has sort of started to talk about their masks and stuff, Raya's got she's almost half listening. In her eyes, a wandering glance as she looks upon the staff. She looks and studies the dragon. The silver glinting. She opens her mouth to speak, but doesn't quite find the words. And then tries again. Would you know where to look for Jannar? I want to meet my dreamer.
Yes. He slumbers at the great tree of Raquiller. It is a far trek from here, and a dangerous one at that. You would have to travel through the Deadlands, past Skoro and Nora.
I'm going to write that down later.
How could you forget? It's never called the Lively Lands.
She sort of slowly nods. Okay.
I do not mean to dishearten you. But it is a long way. Far from this place. Far from you, what you and your companions know.
Uriah. Question.
Camilo's just kind of like leaned in, so his face is like gaze parallel to hers, but his face is just right next to hers.
She moves the staff to the other side.
Thank you. If you didn't take a mask or you didn't take one of these teleporting owl bird, I can't quite remember what a griffin is, to be perfectly honest. You could just ask Cormorant for a favour later, and then it's like, hey Cormorant, do you mind not being used as a disco ball as Bobby suggested, but instead flying me to this great tree so that I can meet the lad that kind of dreamed me into existence.
Camilla, oh my god, Ellie wants to hug JP so much right now. Thank you. I didn't even think. Oh my gosh.
That being said, I reckon you'd also look like, I don't know if like a kind of like top half one with the eyes would also look good on you. It's just more thinking about me with the masks, to be perfectly honest. But
I just wouldn't see her tattoos though.
that's a good point. Hey, hold on. No, this is. I'm not whispering.
Raya has a look of an astounding smile. Also a beacon of a little beacon of hope arises in her. Did you hear what Camilo suggested?
Yes.
Is that possible?
It is. But it warrants risk. The risk I'm willing to take, but not while the lands are in turmoil.
Oh.
I will take you there if you wish, after the corruption is dealt with.
Yes, I would like that very much. It doesn't matter what I have to fight through first. I would like that very much, thank you.
Very well.
She sort of turns to Camilo and smiles. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries. I'm full of good ideas. No one asks, but I've got it.
I mean, last time wasn't your good idea Hydra!
To be fair, excellent idea, excellent execution, points to Riot. Excellent idea, poor execution.
I can't argue with that.
She's kind of like, Raya's kind of like lost in this, her own kind of daydream ideology at the moment. She's very, very happy with what she just got told.
And I have an actual follow-up question, because I think it'd be weird if like all of us get masks or something and Aya doesn't get anything, because I'm only getting half a mask. Do you reckon she could get like half a mask as well? And then we still have a whole favour left over and she can just use my half of the favour.
It's flawless.
It's one boon each. I'm sorry. She could have my mask. You didn't go into the dream. Yeah, but I had a very important part to play.
And if I recall correctly, I'm not going to finish that because I'm still a little bit disappointed in you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to let you down. But I'm one of them. At least, I think I am.
Regardless of how many technical boons we are allowed, given the amount we have done for you, would it really be that much to ask that when all that corruption shit is dealt with, that you do just take us there? I mean, you can fly. You're not going to be going into the dream world for a while.
Roll a persuasion check.
And I haven't ever seen a world tree,
I'm
but
so sorry, Daniel. I need to. It's my job to
natural
facilitate
20,
dice
which is a
rolls.
20.
There you go.
Holy moly!
All right. So
I love
words-
you guys so much.
the words echo in Cormorant's mind. The words that she spoke. That they loved us, and they trusted us. You're right. This isn't about logic. You will all be given masks, and I will fly you there once the corruption is dealt with.
I can't wait for the corruption to be dealt with, but also to ride a dragon.
It's a good time.
hold on. How would you know that?
You think that I didn't play with my brothers and sisters, taking turns riding on each other's backs?
I did not know you had any brothers or sisters, so I had not taken that into account.
Am I the only child?
In the world? No.
We don't know what Raya is either.
I don't even know if she can technically be called a child.
No, she's definitely an adult.
In that case, yes.
No, she hasn't gathered the life experience that generally comes with adulthood.
Oh, no, I don't think any of us has. Isn't it like an age thing?
Also, she has slightly pointed ears, which means technically she's probably not, in fact, technically an adult yet.
I am the only child of my family and of this party.
I just pulls her ear down to see if she can.
May I ask what you plan to do now?
We haven't decided yet. Some of us still have some business here, which may influence our decisions going forwards.
Yes, my tale spoke of you and your art. They very much look forward to talking with you.
As do I.
I just go where the chilly wind blows.
I'm meeting a unicorn later, Bobby, if you wanted to come.
Yes. My children spoke of a unicorn.
Gawa.
Oh. Yes, I know Gara.
Raya kind of like leans down and picks up little Coda. It seems this one had an adventure that I would like to know about. And she sort of like pushes into his feathers a little.
Very well. Well, you are welcome here. Take your time, as much as you need. If there's anything that you need for, let me or my children know.
I would like to contact my family and see how the city fares since Skoro nearly fell. I don't know if you do messaging here.
We do.
I would like to use those services.
We could also get you there. We have ancient circles in the area that can bring you to the north if you need to travel to your home. You're the daughter of Zodica, right?
That is correct.
Well, it is an honor.
Well, I know that, but why?
Well, for now, a message should suffice, and I shall see what I hear.
Very well. Do you have any other questions?
I do have one remaining. I didn't find an answer for this one in your libraries, although I wasn't quite sure how to look for this one. Do you know why some call Skara a nightmare?
I can answer that, actually.
Can you?
I can. It is because occasionally, when you're least expecting it, she walks up to you all friendly like, disappears in front of you, reappears behind you, and dumps a bloody bag of ice on your back.
It wasn't bloody. Just ice.
Not like the expression, but...
I am positive you deserved it.
Thank you.
Bear with me.
Good prank.
Why do I get left out of all the pranks?
That's a good thing.
Secret message received. Everybody think of your next prank. That'll be the rest of the session. We'll prank Bobby.
Okay.
I already have one prepped for Bobby, just
No
hasn't
longer
come up.
banishing Camilo am in fact banishing Bobby.
The Morinth is going to look to Skara and search her expressions. It has to do with her lineage. However, Skara's knowledge is her own. If she wishes to share who her father is, that is entirely up to her.
Do you know why you were referred to as a nightmare, Skara?
Oh, I don't know why I was referred to as a nightmare. My father is just my father, and he's... All I know is stories of his home. He's from far away.
Maybe it's the expression. You know that thing she does where it's like, you know, it's all in here. It's
Skara,
But would that
your father is from somewhere much more than far away.
like really far away.
Did he ever say the name?
Who see the name? So sorry.
Does Scar know the name of the place her father is from?
That would be entirely up to you, whether or not you were given that information or not.
Well, I definitely think he would have told her, and she would have filed it away as beyond like her geography knowledge is pretty focused to where she actually was born and then fades.
Okay, cool. Then perhaps you know it by name, but not by context. If you're okay with that.
Yes. Do we have a name? Or can I just say Shadowfell? Or is there a different name?
No, Shadowfell will work.
Okay. He's from a place called Shadowfell.
Yes.
Spooky. That's what all our family is from.
Searching the troubled
He's like-
expression of Jace as the words are said. Yes. A different
So-
plane of existence.
Not Shadowfell, but the Shadowfell,
Yes.
akin to the Fae, the astral plane.
The Alagard.
You've experienced the weird, the realm of dreams. Or, as Jace would call it, the plane of dreams. These planes exist, Jace.
I'm not that surprised by that because we did meet those dryads. They're meant to come from the Fae. Which would make sense as to why they called you the Nightmare.
The Shadowfell is a plane of shadow and darkness, broken memories, mists. On its borders, pure negativity.
My father said that my soul is from there too. I always assumed it was a metaphor or tradition.
Yes. Sorry. No. You are an other planar being. At least, you are part of the planar.
I suppose it explains a lot about him.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So great.
I love his little commentary.
Yeah.
I know. It gets
Some little-
really hard for me to stay serious.
I
Little
know.
kid playing at the base of the spire. Oh no!
It's just one of the masks, like in the crowd. Oh no!
No, it's actually Magarash.
Oh no!
Oh, that's no good.
Tell me what the Dryad said. What were the words they used? You were referring to, Jace?
I believe they said something along the lines of the nightmare that walked with the dream when we showed up. It was all very cryptic and odd
Yes.
at the time.
Well, it seems to make sense now. Raya is a dreamling. Skara is of the realm of darkness and negativity.
With those two explained, Raya being a dreamling and Skara being a creature from the plane of negativity, what's a dryad?
They are
Oh.
a creature from the Fae. Manifestations of wildness. They usually find a home tree to bind themselves to. And when they do, they protect that tree and the forest that surrounds them. They are beautiful creatures, though they can be wildly.
What exactly did they look like?
Well, like trees, their forms take many shapes and sizes. Many of the poets and scholars speak to them being as beautiful women, but there are male dryads out there.
Why do you ask?
I thought I was going a little bit loopy before
before I got fined and then dragged up the top of the mountain, kind of in a little bit surprise. But now I'm starting to think that I wasn't going a little bit loopy when I thought people kind of wandering around in the forest. So, little bit of validation for me.
Oh, you know what validation means.
I
I
think.
taught him that.
When we first arrived here, I shared a vision with Raya about a great battle.
All right. Give me a second.
There were dragons. And then she goes on to describe it in detail, giving Quim time to think.
Oh, I remember that. You were across the way.
That
He
was
sounds
when
so
the
excited
first
to-
dragon showed up.
Tried to heal.
Holy
Their
cow.
guts were everywhere.
They
And then we
spoke,
woke up. And
they spoke of a ritual. They wanted to stop
Shame
us.
comes across how this dragon, this great worm, is holding themselves.
Good one, Skara.
They look to the sky in
Realm of
sadness, and
negativity strikes again.
then back to you all. Those were the great wars. You saw us, the children of the gods, fighting each other senselessly. That's where most of my kind were destroyed. My many brothers and sisters being brought low. Now, there are less than 10 of us. Our time will come. We will die. In recent day, my brother, Serakul, and my sister, Kalara, have perished. It saddens me that they are no longer here with us. While some of us are evil, lost to what has happened to us, there are others like me that wish to be champions of good. Guardians to you all.
The stone to create more if you could.
Yes, but many of us fear the use of them. We saw what happened when the devils trifled in things that they shouldn't have, for selfish reasons. No, our time has come. The new age is for you all.
During that, I suppose it was a memory. What was the ritual?
I dare not tell you. As forthright as I'm trying to be. As much respect as I have for you all, I dare not tell you. For if I did, it would, in some sickening way, honor someone that should not be honored. No. Instead, I will tell you one thing. There was one that stood, our champion. One my kind dragons held more dear than any other. Zarex. Our father. Our mother. Most brilliant of us all. That is all I'll say of the ritual. Zarex sacrificed himself. because of that, well, that's why we are here. That's why this story continues, and others like it do. You see something that you don't think you would ever see. Morinth begins to cry. Tears trickle down from her draconic eyes. Rivers
I will
start to seep through the very scales.
put my hand between her eyes.
Bobby approaches the entourage of the fangs and claws and scales. They prepare themselves, but Morinth allows you to pass. The head comes down, and your hand meets between on the brow of Quimorinth. Seeing this, the breaths immediately begin to gather the tears.
What? Did I do something wrong?
No. The breaths are just collecting the tears of this great worm.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in the Zoom chat. We're all like we would do this, but we want them.
I was like, is it wrong to want those tears for science? Part of me was also gonna say, guys, we made a dragon cry.
Now we just have to make the phoenix cry, and we'll have so many tears to study.
It's just a baby.
Look, if we
should do all
punch
the crying by itself then.
if we punch Camillo enough, he'll start crying, and we'll have like so many tears.
I know what tears of
God.
laughter do.
Yeah, that'll work.
Did Ellie cut out?
No.
Oh, I just thought I saw you look down and say something, and it didn't pick up.
Oh, I was just like smiling and laughing at him and shaking my head.
Unacceptable.
All right, Bobby puts the hand on the dragon.
Such a
I was actually
we
thinking.
all just let the other guys collect it, do their jobs, and we don't get in the way. Maybe it occurs to Chase.
Fine. Jace already has an in with these guys.
Yeah, Jason, these guys are like bros.
Just
I was
mention
actually
some
thinking
over.
of how to train your dragon. Thank you.
Pull out a hanky and just be a gentleman.
Cup it. Jason, I
don't
brought you this.
Put those back in.
I don't think anyone but JP
Trolls.
has a hanky.
Just like trolls, just push it all back in.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh, wait,
Sorry,
that
is there more you wanted to do in that moment?
No. Oh, Bobby.
No, I said Izzy.
Yeah,
because
Izzy.
we interrupted her.
No. I just wanted to do that and have like a nice silent moment, but instead I thought maybe I was doing something wrong and everyone was
No.
rushing in to fix
No.
it.
It was a tender moment. It was a tender
It was
moment.
beautiful. It was a
lovely.
beautiful moment.
I can't speak for the rest. They might have more questions, but if it's all the same to you, perhaps we'll go talk to that mask maker now.
Yes, of course. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Post office order.
Hmm?
I
He's
see
going
it's
to
not
look
actually a
to
post
Sapphire.
office.
Take them to the mask maker immediately. Sapphire nods, starts leading you down the spire. Bobby, as you are leaving, you're going to get like a little knock at your back from the Maw of Quimorinth. Sort of kicks you off a little bit of kilter.
No. My
Keep
muscles
fighting the good
steady
fight,
me.
little one.
I am very little.
You are, but you are big of heart.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, you, but you're also very big. So big of heart and big of body.
Indeed.
All the more room for that heart.
Yes. Indeed.
Bye then.
Oh man, I love it so much.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you forever.
Yeah, you hear Kamor's chuckle as you leave, Bobby. So you guys have made a dragon cry and laugh. Congratulations.
All in a day's work.
Yeah. Oh, it is
Oh,
work.
10-minute conversations work. That only took 10 minutes, right, guys?
Yeah.
No.
But in-game time. In-game time. In-game time.
In-game time, 30 seconds. Done.
Tasks.
All right.
I think we've arrived at break time as
we
well.
have
That's
I
good.
think
I
it's
have enough
on
Pinterest time.
on point.
Yeah.
And I really want mask art so badly.
Yes, I know.
It's like
I
it's
struggled
like
with the thing I did for the thumbnail today.
it's like known as the mask season now. So we're like, oh, it's when they got their masks. Yeah, uniform. Yeah, it's like when when you like watch an anime and they're like, oh, they got the new
It's
shirts.
sideways.
Oh, yeah.
It's the black shirt season. It's really cool. This is where like it.
Someone's been watching a lot of sports animes.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
love.
Whatever
that's
would you
today's
do that?
thumbnail.
I love
Excuse
the.
Raya's invisible
that's amazing.
hair.
Can you
And I
please
only-
send that to me?
Oh no, it is just.
Yeah, but we want it anyway. 'cause
we
don't
kind of
think
want
that.
it anyway.
Yeah, we don't
And
think
there's
it's.
only one Camilo because I'm lazy.
And also,
I suggest
The other one's
Be
just
lazy.
running that way.
Janara's not in it either. But I was like, oh, it's okay. Quim's in it, so I don't need to worry about
Yes,
that.
everyone gets one character,
Yeah.
even if there were two of them.
Because Janara's right next to Raya, but that's
True.
okay. whatever.
He was the snake on her wrist, I'm sure.
It was a
Or the
dream.
cockroach in her pocket.
He was a rabbit at that point, guys.
Yeah, he was a little bunny rabbit.
Yo, Adana says, I do have mask, cask, and plaster wraps. Cosplay masks.
Oh, I get it.
Yo,
That took me a minute.
that's dope.
My
That's
head is in
really
COVID,
sick.
so I was like, mask cask?
Cask mask?
Yeah.
All right,
Cask master?
Break time?
break time.
Yes, yeah,
We're
let's
gonna
go
go
guys
take 10,
next.
15 minutes, guys. When we get back, we will continue on, and we'll be starting off with the mask maker, which is gonna be super
Yes.
interesting. Serum.
It's really just a
challenge.
homework break.
Oh.
It really is.
you just caught us right on us taking a break, Serum, but we will be right back after 10-15 minutes. But we are super happy. We just had this amazing roleplay session, and it was a lot of fun. I'm hoping everyone else is having fun. I know I am.
And now we get to find cool dragon mask references.
Yes!
Already on Pinterest.
Let
Yeah,
us
I've got some.
go to the break screen. And we're back.
Okay.
Hello.
I don't know why that long pause is there at the end, but it is, and I'm just like, well, I know that it clicks off. But yeah. Okay. All right.
We had a time picking things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were.
Some of
they
us
were-
got nowhere, and some
Yeah.
of us got a lot further than others.
I picked an aesthetic.
That can
Yes.
That's more
Yeah.
than me.
All right. Okay. Well. I am going to go with used. Yeah, sick. Oh, I like that one there. All right, I'm just gonna pick one and go with it. No, that one. Yeah, we go with that one. Okay. I got picked. I'm almost as bad as you guys with the masks. A little bit of shade.
Wow.
You were done fast.
Yeah, what's with the drive-by?
Yeah.
Ow! Ow!
Oh man, I love you guys so much. I mean, no, but no ill intent there at all. It's just a little playful jab. Okay. Let's go with this one.
What do you mean almost? It's just a full-on equal.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Making your way through Quim. Many silvered faces look on at you and whisper to each other in hushed tones.
I whisper, we'll be one of them soon.
You eventually come to this very elaborate looking building. There is a sense of fate here, or purpose. Much of it has been removed from the city itself. As you make your way through its gates and up its stairs to its doors that are made from wood that has the tones of red. Silver handles smile at you, reflecting back your visages. As you open the door, you are met by walls and walls of masks.
Are they on people or on the walls, you said?
They're on the walls.
Okay, good. At first I thought that was a metaphor.
I'm just glad they're not dolls.
I don't really see a difference right now. Their eyes follow you because they're hollow. That one has eyes. I don't know how they'd see out of that.
Oh my gods. It's you. It's really you.
I knew someone would fall for the god trick eventually.
Please, come in. Come in at once. Come in, please. Oh my gosh. Oh, come in. Look at you. Oh, you're gorgeous. Yes. Oh, I cannot wait to meet you all. Hi. I should probably introduce myself. My name is Othello.
That's
Well, it's a
quite
pleasure.
a fellow's name.
Thank you.
Scara has bristled and just stiffened up at being hurried in. Because the way that I pictured it was quite actually a physical experience.
Yeah.
So she's just,
So that name was given to us by Elysian, who used name and NPC from name generator. So I'm just gonna add this now. Used in also.
I mean, it's a good name. It's just got a lot more context. But it's fine.
Did I misuse it?
No. It's a Shakespeare.
Oh. There we go.
It's a Shakespeare.
It's a Shakespeare.
It's a Shakespeare.
It is Shakespeare.
I think
One of them.
My.
Fellow Shakespeare.
I've been educated. Okay.
Well, you can only be here for one reason, and that is you are to be masked. What a grand day it is. So, I would like to get to know you better. Perhaps you could tell me more about yourselves.
Okay, I'll go first.
Oh, so forthright. I
Bobby.
like that. Bobby.
Oh, I know. It's either charming or annoying. And if you're Jace, it's both. So, my name's Bobby.
Nice to meet you, Bobby.
It's nice to meet you.
Can I guess something just before you start? I'm so sorry. You
Okay.
cook, don't you?
Was it the chocolate on my fingers?
was the
because I
chocolate
actually
on your
had
fingers,
a snack
yes.
earlier.
Yes. I can also smell some
Yes,
spices.
yes.
What spices are those?
I can guarantee you it's every one of them.
Oh, very well.
That's why it smells so odd.
Yes. I like you.
I like me too, and
Yes.
I'm sure I will come to like you.
Nope, that's fine. Yes, most do. Most do.
Oh, I like the confidence.
It seems
Okay,
we both
so-
have it in spades, as it were. It's a little, it's a little, don't worry. No stress. Go on.
Okay. I like to cook. I like jewelry. I like to work out. I have a liking for frog squats. I don't want to cover up too much of the face because it's
Because you're
just
so beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Yes.
I know. So it'd be a shame for everyone else and me when I walk past the mirrors to cover up too much.
Of course, of course. May I ask of your family?
The Barracliffs.
Oh,
You've probably heard of them.
Vineyards? Wines?
Yay!
Yes! Yeah,
We make the most excellent wine.
it is very
and
good indeed.
some bottles bottled around 12 years ago, I helped make.
Wow. Well,
I'm told
Aunt,
that they were the least sold everywhere.
I'm just getting a sense of sunshine, a lot of lights with you, spices, happiness. Yes, I'm getting a good sense for you. Is there anything that hides within the shadows of your heart? Something that's
I think-
perhaps,
What do you mean?
well, as bright as light can be, when it shines, it casts a grand shadow. Always a shadow. I would like to know of your shadow, Bobby.
Like right now, or maybe like over dinner. Like not romantically, but I
Oh,
talk
sorry,
better when there's
I'm not
food.
interested in romance at all. I never really got that.
Oh my god, I know.
It's just a nightmare.
It's just a lot.
It's just a lot. It's I don't know why we can't just speak and be with one another without it having to be anything else other. So, a bashful shadow, perhaps? Are you afraid of this shadow?
The shadow should be afraid of me.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'll use that for sure. The shadow should be afraid of you, Bobby. It should be. Very well. I have something in mind for you. It'll be perfect.
Okay.
You'll love it. Well, how about you? Walks over to Camilo.
Hello again. I say again because I said it about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, I just started panicking. I was
Yeah, I
like,
got you
have we
going there.
met
Don't-
somewhere before? Am I
Don't you hate
forgetting
that?
you? It's horrible.
Oh, it's because like someone comes up to you like, oh, it's so good to see you, and you're like, hey.
You're just like, I have no recollection of you. I feel like we've just met. Do I be deceitful here? Perhaps do I mask the situation that we find ourselves in? No,
That was a pun.
I like
get
that.
it.
Yes, you appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. So, can you tell me about yourself, Camilo?
Oh, well, there's a bit to tell. I like food. I don't like snakes. I like cats.
So he's a cat.
What?
You don't like snakes and you like food,
I don't think I'm a cat though.
but you're just like the stray cat I used to feed.
I've got no tail. Wait, oh.
Mal doesn't have much of a tail either.
I know,
Is he
but I've
now
got
walking?
relatives with tails, so actually.
You are interesting, Camillo. You are a ponderer of sorts, though. I would say that
Sorry.
you don't make yourself as apparent. Abstract almost, yes?
Aye,
Yes.
I will admit I was a little bit caught up on the tail bit and then the whole cat
You
thing by
just went
extension.
right for it, didn't you? Yes. Okay.
Aye.
Very well, very well. The strange, the thoughtful. I'm sorry, I can't help but notice you're a fire genasi, yes?
Aye. That's why some
Oh.
of my relatives have tails.
Yes.
It's a mixed bag kind of thing.
You are a rarity in these parts.
Aye, have you seen my ears?
Oh, they're gorgeous. I love them.
Aye.
Yes. Can you tell me about your past, your family, perhaps? Anything that's relevant?
Oh, I've got a mum and a dad, a sister and a brother. They're also all, get this, fire genasi too.
Oh,
From Phaeton. Back where it's
thankfully not
warmer, and-
snakes.
Yes, no.
Yes.
I don't like snakes.
Aye.
I think I
I
mentioned.
moved my staff to the other side of where Camilo's standing.
May that
Yes.
have to do with the fact that you may have hailed from Phaeton?
Well, possibly. It's snakes. I've had bad experiences
Well-
with snakes.
The Yuan-Ti are part snake, so I can see why this would upset you if you had
Honestly-
dealings with them.
I've had, honestly, dealings with the auntie, I like to keep them limited. I've got nothing against them, but
Of course.
it's literally just snakes.
Okay.
Lizards?
Just snakes.
Fine.
No other
Axolotls?
reason at all.
No, I've just had bad experiences with snakes. You ever been bitten by a snake?
You do know that the masks are going to be made of a scale, yes?
Yeah, no, scales are fine. If it was scales were an issue, you should have brought that up with Bobby. She doesn't like scales. It's snakes specifically that I don't like. Other things
Right.
with scales are fine. Dragons? Pretty great. Just met one. I met them before, but they were asleep, so I didn't really count it. This is kind of like the second time I met them. Anyway, it's weird. It's just snakes.
Just snakes.
Because they bite.
Okay.
And there's poison or venom? Venom? Poison?
How about
Toxin?
spiders? They have venom.
Yeah, I don't mind them. They can't disguise themselves as food.
Very
frankly. So
Answer me this. You find yourself on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
oh, I'm not liking this.
No land as far as the eye can see. You are left with nothing but your thoughts. What are you thinking about?
Had you asked me this earlier, maybe a week ago, I would have thought, I hate this. This is awful. I'm starving. Water everywhere, but it's all filled with salt, so you can't drink it. No food. Hot sun. I don't really mind the sun. I quite like the sun. But if you asked me now that I've grown as a person since a week ago, I would have thought to myself, if only this boat could fly. That's what I'd be thinking.
And so you've been changed by this experience, this dream walking that they're all saying that you have done, which I have no doubt of.
I would say that I have been changed.
And
I
so,
still didn't like snakes.
does the boat
but-
fly?
The boat did fly.
Or does this hypothetical boat fly?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a wee bit confused. You
It's
asked me what
fine.
I thought if I was on the boat, and I'd be
It's-
thinking, if this boat could fly, this would be sick. Hey. I'm confused. I'm thinking about the tail things again. It's best to keep me on track. In periods of silence, I'll start thinking about lots of things.
Yes, okay. I have no idea what that noise was.
I'll have the tea's ready.
Very well. I think I have an idea for you. Is there anything else that you'd like to make relevant?
You actually have a request. See, I like to occasionally, when I'm not being loud and talking, I like to go unnoticed. And it doesn't serve well to have something nice and shiny or like gold on me face if I was going to be sneaking about. So, if I can get a mask, can I get it in black? Because that's the colour that shadows are.
Well, you have a choice here. I do have one black dragon scale that I could use to carve your mask. However,
It's incredibly convenient.
it is born of evil.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
I wouldn't
won't
put that
make-
on your face.
It won't make you evil.
It'll clog the pores at the very least.
Its source is from evil. But that doesn't mean it will be evil, or the person that would wield it would be evil.
I look at Lazy. Yeah.
If you're
I'm
okay
not gonna
with...
lie.
Yes.
I'm a big believer in second chances, something that once was evil now
I
being
thought you were.
repurposed for good. We'll tell you what. If you do choose to make it out of this black dragon scale, I'll adopt it. I'll treat it well, and hopefully I can put it on the right path.
Nice to meet you, Camillo. Nice to meet you. Very well. I will craft it from the black dragon scale.
Thank you, and
And
nice to meet you
may
too.
I say, with no romantic ties to this comment, you have a fine tail. Just wanted to say it.
I
No
didn't-
romance are there at all, so please do not flirt back. It's not even flirting. I just appreciate the aesthetic of your tail. It is a nice tail.
No, but I didn't have a tail. Is this, what's it? Is it a homophone? A synonym? An antonym? Is it a pun? I don't get it. What is it
I'm
when it
gonna-
sounds the same but it's different?
If you say that you have a tail and no one else can see it, it does not mean it's not there. You have a fine tail, my friend.
Raya thinks about all the times that she had tails.
I was actually just gonna lean into Raya. I think this is a prank.
Well, thank you, Othello.
You're
And it has been
welcome,
a
Camilla.
pleasure meeting you.
It's
How
been
did
an
I never
absolute
notice your
pleasure.
tail before? It's so
someone-
fluffy.
It's
Is it a
It
fluffy
wiggles
tail?
when you're anxious.
no. I'm gonna. I don't know who. I'm gonna
You're
stand
going
at
to
the
chew
back
on
of
that
the
for a while.
crowd.
Yes, of course. It's another
gonna-
abstract thought. It's fine. He's you. Hello, Jace. Was it?
Oi.
Studies you. Considers words very carefully. Well met.
If you say so.
Well, at least from my perspective, I am well, and I'm communicating that with you by saying that. Are you not well?
I suppose I am. I just don't know whether the meeting is well or not.
I hope
I haven't
it will
really
be.
spoken to you yet.
So you feel the term is redundant?
I mean, it seems odd to say when you first meet someone.
Yes. Interesting.
You don't know if it's going to be a good meeting yet.
Would it be a phrase it would remove if you had the choice to, or if you cared to?
Just how language works.
Ah, yes. And what is your opinion of language?
It's a good way to communicate with others.
But are there better ways?
I mean, not that we as sentient creatures are capable
Of course.
and I don't believe there are other methods that allow deeper conversation. I mean, creatures can convey feelings and vague ideas for actions with each other, but they can't communicate complex theories with each other.
Right. So it is the way that we structure these feelings and thoughts with words and systems that you appreciate. Damn it, JP.
Sorry,
I just saw it too.
It's the Zoom chat.
That wasn't JP.
Oh, wasn't it
That was
JP?
Ellie.
Who was it?
Wasn't me
Ellie?
either.
Wait, what?
The Zoom chat.
Ellie made a very mature comment.
Do you believe that if the world was just able to communicate better and understand each other better through the written word and the spoken word, that the world would be a better place?
There will always be people that are gonna use what they get for themselves and to push others down. Many of those people are more intelligent than I am. It's not about communication or intelligence, it's about morals.
Right. Where do morals come from, though?
Mostly from someone's internal thoughts that are somewhat shaped by how you grow up and your experiences throughout your life. But I've found that people will be themselves at any opportunity that they are allowed.
Yes. Can you tell me about how you grew up? And the morals that you hold, perhaps? Your experiences that have instilled these morals.
I grew up somewhat normally. I was a kid and I played in forests and on buildings and in the ocean. And then I spent quite a while training to be an adult, to carry responsibility in ways that I deem necessary, or ways I deem correct, I suppose.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure what you're trying to get out of me.
It's more just observation. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm just trying to understand you. So if you would wish to speak it plain, I'm listening.
To speak what plane exactly?
Who you are.
I'm Chikeres Renoran.
Yes, I know your name.
That's
Very well.
about it. That sums me up.
Yes. You're tricky.
Am I?
I'm trying to understand you. Are you usually not forthright with who you are? You are who you are, your physical form, your swords, your prowess, your knowledge. But does anyone truly know you?
Sorry, I've got the donkey. Me. Pick me.
People know me as well as they need to.
Yes, as well as they need to.
I've not withheld important information from those who need it.
I know. I'm not accusing you of that.
I'm not suggesting you are. I'm explaining to you.
No, you are right. I might be mistaken. Perhaps I could request your aid in making your mask. I feel that...
Oh, I already know that part, actually.
Yes.
Jace clicks. Now appears on the shoulder. I just want it to look like that and fit my face and that's on my shoulder.
Well, done. Of course.
That's about it.
Done.
Hey, Scara.
Hmm?
You're strong, right?
Like physically?
Was that as unbearable for you as it was for me?
I find most social interactions at least some degree of awkward. I do
But
find
not with
that-
me, right?
Not in the
with me,
same
right?
way. No, it's very different. So, always different with you, puppy.
I'm learning some things today.
I understand that they're given special properties and they're shaped by who gets them.
Yes.
Do I need to tell you what sort of special properties I want to, or does that just sort of happen?
It would help.
Or I just want it to help me be a little more accurate in my swordplay.
Very well.
I feel like if you'd just asked that at the start, we could have skipped over a lot
been
of
easier,
the...
yes.
But then we wouldn't have gone on that adventure that we just did.
Was it really an adventure? It sort of felt like there was a beginning and then not much else.
I mean,
Well,
I can...
whose fault is that?
Not mine. I didn't start
Oh,
it.
we disagree.
I'm the one that got us to the end point.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Hi-Fi comes out. It's pretty good, though. Very well. You want it to look like this gorgeous... Oh, may I?
He's fine. He likes it.
Oh, gorgeous, yes, of course. And help you fight. More streamlined and the like. Very well.
Well met.
Oh.
Oh. The development.
Oh. Be still my beating heart. Thank you. I'm
Don't
sorry.
make me cut you, Bobby.
I'm sorry, I need a moment. This came full circle there. Okay.
No, yeah, you take the moment. Hey, Jace.
Aye.
We will talk about this later.
No,
You don't get to decide that.
I do, actually.
No, you don't. Well, fine. We'll talk about it now, bitch.
No, we're not going to talk about it now. Now the others need to find out what sort of mask they get.
No. We are friends, and we will talk about things that upset
I
other
believe
friends.
I said we were family, in fact.
We are family, and
Should I have
family
said
talks
that
to
when
one
he
another.
asked?
Hmm?
When he asked about family, should I have said that? Because I just talked about like my biological family. Should I have?
I don't think
No,
you
it's
need to
probably
mention
fine.
it because we're all like right here with you.
That makes sense.
Well, anyway, I believe there are 2 more people who are meant to be getting masks.
Hello? Raya?
Oh, Raya initially has looked over her shoulder thinking that they were talking to Skara. And then turns back and says, "Oh, yes, it is nice to meet you.
It is very nice to meet you too.
Did you make all of these?
Oh, yes.
They are very beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Where did you learn to make them?"
Oh. Inquisitive. I was trained by Quinmorn themselves. In fact, each one is a representation of a different self, different me. I've done a lot of thinking on who I am, but I've never been able to place who exactly I am. Quinmorinth counsels me and helps me try and understand who I am. I try on different masks, but they never feel right. I'm hoping I find my mask one day. But in that, I have learned very much how to help people make their masks, at least the best of my abilities.
Do you find meaning in others?
I see reflections of myself, yes.
How did Quinmorinth teach you how to make them?
Well, it is a grisly affair. Not to make it too edgy, as the younglings say. But it is an ancient art, passed down from the dragons themselves. These are the scales of the brothers and sisters that Quinmorinth lost, carved with the bone of those lost. There's a mysticism to it, a spiritualness to it. Much like the weird, it isn't quite easy to explain. You enter a meditative state of sorts and you let yourself flow into the mask, affecting its form with each motion of the bone against scale. You hold what you think is the essence of what you're trying to create in your mind, and as you enter this state of trance or meditation, you find yourself moving intuitively. Logic does not come into it at all. There is no knowledge applied here. And that's why the questions themselves seem weird or unconnected. It's... well, it just is.
It is fascinating. And they are very beautiful. And she sort of like runs her finger lightly across one of them.
Oh, thank you. There is a mournfulness that comes over the expression of Othello. Othello, is it? I'm pronouncing it right.
Othello.
Othello, yeah. They are beautiful. For me, they are failures, at least with my current sense of being.
It saddens me to know that you see them as failures. You should take much pride in these, for they are a reflection of who you are, it seems, as well. A craftsman puts themselves in their work. I have seen it in blacksmiths in Fjolum. Hard work. If something is made, or perhaps even dreamed, then a piece of yourself is put into it.
That's beautiful.
Maybe that's why you can't find who you are, is 'cause you have so many of yourself looking back at you.
Perhaps. Yes. However, I believe I do not need to ask you any questions.
Oh, that's good. I don't have many answers on who I am. I'm learning,
You
though.
are who you are.
She sort of looks around. She's like, oh, where did Coda go? She sort of like starts looking for Coda and where he might have gotten off to.
He's wearing a mask and
I
he's
was
strutting
just
about.
gonna say, I swear to God, if he's wearing a mask.
Oh, look at you. So precious. Oh. You look after your mom. Yeah. You care.
Oh, I care about Coda very much, yes.
You care about everyone very much.
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Everyone has a different story, a different, I suppose, a tale. I like learning about them.
But it is natural. You're caring. Native. There's no forcefulness for it or absence of it. I believe I have just the mask for you.
Oh, that is very kind of you. Thank you.
Of course. A mask is an artifact of expression. Is there anything that I should know about that you want to apply to the mask at all?
Oh,
I don't want you feeling like I am telling you who you are. Because self-awareness, and trust me when I say this, is very important. I am still searching for it. If it is something that you need to ponder, also trust that I understand that.
I like my, markings.
Oh, yes.
I've never met someone with them, and perhaps one day I will. And if I am wearing a mask, I want people to see that I have them in case they recognize them.
And so they will remain unveiled. Very well.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I step to the side, letting Skara, the lone introvert, step forward.
Oh, she's not stepping forward.
Hello, Skara.
Hello, Othello. Must we do this dance?
We mustn't. We do not need to. You are... Yes, it's weird. All of this is weird. I get that. But you care for everyone here very dearly, don't you?
I would not leave them lightly in dire situations.
Would you say you have found a place in this world amongst them?
I suppose that is one way of saying some part of how I feel of these things.
Yes.
Who's letting a kid in these halls?
Coda.
Kid that just ended on following us all the time.
Coda, you're getting really good with your words.
It's actually just a really determined parrot.
I mean, my eagle would be there chomping, like chasing Coda around.
Do you have any questions for me?
Did I have questions for you?
Sorry, I missed that. Should you? Is that what? Yeah.
Should she have questions for him?
I don't know. Should you?
This feels rather circular.
Yes. Tell me of your mother.
My mother is a woman who very much enjoys power and ambition,
Do you appreciate these things?
as they are useful, not as and ends to themselves. I don't know if that makes sense in the end of the sentence, but that's where my head is.
So do you... What's the word? Do you covet what you have here amongst the gathered over power?
Freedom is always more useful at the end of the day.
I have an inkling that perhaps the ones that we find ourselves gathered with are more family to you than those that reside in the great halls of Scalamere. I could be wrong.
And hardly any of my siblings actually live there.
Yes. Yes. Conquest, as it were.
Precisely.
So freedom. Freedom is an aspect that you aspire to most.
She flicks her hair back just as though she doesn't really care and is very much above all of these questions. I suppose.
I feel I have a mask in mind for you. Very much so.
Is it not
Something.
the purpose of a mask to hide what's inside more than reveal it?
Well, it's like a double-edged blade. It has multiple purposes and things that it does. Yes, it does veil the face and hide what's behind it, but it also can express so much more. you can literally wear an effigy on your face to communicate with everyone who you truly are. A mask, if made, is a chosen face. Is it not?
It stands to reason.
Yes. I feel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is little birdie here?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Either keeping Coda out of trouble or goading Coda into trouble. It varies.
I feel that you and that adorable little soot ball have a lot in common.
I was not sure she was just called adorable. She bristles again. In the mention of the bird, and she digs around in her many fantasy pockets and locates a few feathers. I would enjoy if these were part.
Exactly what I had in mind. Thank you. I will incorporate them into your mask.
Be careful with them.
Of course.
And I know there are 8 there. And I wish to see 8 in the mask.
You will see 8.
Good.
All right, you big galoot. Yeah. Tell me about yourself. Well, I'm a keeper of Wilroth. I find myself very lucky to be amongst these other people, and I have been fortunate enough to share a drink with them on that very special night we found ourselves with. I have found a family.
Oh.
And I would protect them best that I can. Is that right? Yes, very much so. I have been told that I am not the smartest one of the bunch. It is something that I am not ashamed of, and is something that I work towards remedying, and so I very much like dragon chess. Oh, you do? Yes, I love it. Actually, I was given this book on various strategies. Oh, may I see that? Yes, of course. Oh, yes. This is my copy. Is it? Yes, I sold it, to, what was his name? He has a lot of sand in his store.
Oh, the leave it to me guy.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Oh, well, I guess this is a fated encounter. I challenge you to a game of dragon chess. I will accept that challenge. Huh.
I'll prepare the tea and biscuits.
Oh, very good. I just feel that you just have a very bear-like essence. I'm not gonna lie. I do. Ah. Why is that? Well, not to brag, but when I was a pup, or a little orkling, a half-orkling, back in Essidor, I killed a bear on my own. I took it as my totem. Oh. Your first blood? Yes. Well, that's very impressive. I almost died. Yes, I don't need to know the whole story. I can put that together. It was probably a very hard fight for a youngling. It was.
It's actually quite traumatizing.
Well, a bear mask, please. A bear mask it will be. Yeah.
He's a simple man and he likes simple things.
I, for one, have enjoyed learning a fair bit about you lot. This has been fun.
Did you actually learn anything about me, or did you already know all of it? Because I am an open and beautiful book.
I learned something, but I don't think you'll like it if I say it.
Say it anyway.
You're not very good at making wine.
What did you learn about each of us?
Ryan doesn't care that I punched him. She's so used to it.
Scamilla's on the ground, right? He goes and kneels next to him. What did you learn about me?
You know what? To avoid further concussions, facial lesions, bone fracturings, I can't see out my left eye, so whatever that's called.
Oh, Scar, he can't see out of his left eye. Would you use your magic to help him?
I'm gonna not tell you lot what I learned about you.
No, I think you should tell everyone what you learnt about them.
No, I'm good. Oh, what's that? Oh, I've been knocked unconscious. That's wild.
Oh, what's that? Am I standing on your hand?
Oh no, okay, I'm gonna help him up and
I'm waiting for
I'm gonna help you up. Wake up.
Alright, fine, I'm not unconscious, but no, I'm not sharing now. I've learnt
Okay.
my lesson apparently.
I'm very sorry. That was an overreaction. It's just a bit of a sore spot because, and this comes as a really big surprise to you as it does to me. That's not the first time I've heard that.
Shouldn't hit people unless they're, you know.
I'm so sorry. I'm overtired. I've still got some aches and pains from the tattoo. I will make it up to you.
Twice in a
We should not.
fortnight. It's twice in a fortnight.
Well, the first time we wanted you. Oh, do it back.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Now do it with this one. And I'll go to your bandaged arm. Go on.
Well, Bobby, I don't. It's just gonna like.
I will take that, and we are now even. But I will still make it up to you.
Can I have my arm back now? Still holding up there.
I will take. Yeah, you can. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry that was out of line. I'm very sorry. I will make it up to you. I'm sorry.
And Scar does go up and inspect his eye without asking for if it's something he wants. He can definitely duck away, but she will look for actual damage or if it's just surface.
Just gonna stand there.
Just moving your face around.
Yeah.
Bemused by this, Othello
What else did
looks
you
on.
learn?
They're not wearing a mask during this. You can continue on this scene, but they're bemused and they seem to be very happy with this whole situation.
What was that, Daniel?
So what else did you learn?
I'll protect you.
I'm still not gonna tell you. I've learnt my lesson. I'm keeping my lips sealed.
Okay, well, I learned nothing. But that might have
Like
been
more
because I
slap
zoned
than
out.
anything. I don't think it will bruise.
I'm going to head out to the woods for a bit. I will be back.
Before you do, Raya, now that you've all had an interaction with me, I think that I can reveal something to you all. And perhaps put some of your minds at ease. Looks over to Raya, then back to everyone else. I am a manifestation of Kunmarth. I was a dreamling, yes.
You were a dreamling
Yes.
too.
And look to me, I'm very much real. So rest assured, Raya, and Raya's family, you're no less a person than I am.
Raya kind of turns to the others and say, "Oh, fellows, the fellow's a dreamling. Oh, that fellow's a dreamling too."
Pretty alright fella, so you've got that going for you too.
I'm not gonna say it's not hard trying to figure out who you are, but who else cannot say that they do not know who else can say they truly know themselves?
I have a propensity for violence, and I'm working on it.
Yes. And you may be someone different tomorrow.
Less violent.
Perhaps. I'm hoping that Raya discovers who she truly is. Before I do.
You can see like there's like I don't even know how you would describe the type of smile that she's got on her face. She's just sort of in a bit of wonderment and a bit of amazement. I feel like she's in that sort of state where she doesn't know what else to say except Othello's a dreamling. So she's sort of going over to it. And then, I think I'm going to get her to do this. She's basically going to walk over to Othello, and as she does, she's going to like press her forehead against theirs and just close her eyes.
No, that's nice.
And there's just a big grin on her face. As she sort of pulls away, she sort of looks them up and down in this sort of state of euphoria. And she sort of like turns over her shoulder looking at the party. Unable to say much, she's just all in her body language. You can see that she's just amazed, bewildered, excited, overwhelmed even, I think, as a state. She's very happy, I can imagine.
All right.
Camilo?
Hey.
I have a cookie that'll make you feel better, and you will get the last serving of every meal I make for the next week.
Wait, what?
I won't take it anymore.
Take that, Magarash. You didn't cop a fist to the face for this, so I'll take this and thank you, Bobby.
Oh, please don't thank me. I still feel quite bad.
That's bull
right.
plop. It is. It's bull plop. Don't. Oh. Fair enough.
Plop goes the weasel.
So, Magarash, he's a dreamling.
I heard right up. Look, I'm barely getting my head around the whole dreaming thing, but I'm very happy about that.
It is good news.
You look
What if
ecstatic.
you're a dreamling, Mag?
What if we're
It's
all
like-
dreamlings?
No.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
It's like when you sleepwalk and you smell food in your dream, and then you wake up and it turns out that you actually made food in your dream.
Wait, what
Now,
if
the
we're
problem
all dreaming right now? Oh, sorry.
No, we figured this out again. See, I don't bruise that quick. That's from earlier. We've been over this. Not dreaming. But I'm glad that Raya's found someone to kind of like,
Bobby hit me.
What?
Hit me.
Why are you
No,
bruising
I
this
already-
quickly?
I'm not bruising this quickly. I'm saying because we figured out that it's not a dream because Bobby punched me when we first came out. And so that bruise is there from last time. This one will probably, yeah.
But what if we're
Also-
all in Bobby's dream right now?
No, I
But
punched
Mac,
her,
I
but
broke your hand.
Right,
And I'm fairly certain Bobby would have brighter dreams.
that is true.
Oh, they're
There
wonderful.
would be more food.
Yeah.
we're in the Bobby dream.
I'm just gonna
What
put
blood?
that
It's
in the don't think about it basket right there. I'm just gonna. I don't need to worry about that.
Now take the basket
Yeah,
that's
and
exactly
just
right.
toss it into the river.
it's floating down the river now.
Toss it.
Oh no! Look,
Strong current.
a bird's picked it up and now they're flying away with the basket. Oh, now the bird's disappearing for sight. That's good.
Nah, he's too daft to be a Dreamling.
Billow, stop messing with me.
But he's.
Wait, what was the words? I missed it.
He's too daft to be a Dreamling.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, rewind. Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be back soon. I will I've got to tell someone something, and then she just bundles Coda up and then just barrels out the door.
Off with the mask they go.
Oh no! Yeah, if he's got a mask, she'll take it off.
He seems pretty happy.
Okay. I think that's where we'll leave tonight's session. What a crazy session, guys.
Oh,
Yo.
Oh, I found a friend.
It's
Oh, boy.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Very happy with it all though. Right.
I
Go
Can't
ahead.
wait for my mask.
I'm getting ideas now, and I think
Yeah.
I like every time I think of them, knowing poor M has to draw them all. It's like, oh, should I make something simpler for poor M?
Oh, poor terrorists. I hope our smiles keep you warm. I don't know if that's a thing that can
It's
happen.
very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freezing.
yeah.
Guys,
I've got so many Ugg boots.
we've reached the end of our session. However, what do we want to do? We're doing favorite moments in Discord and just hanging out, or because we'll go over if I do favorite moments. So
Yeah, we won't have time to do them fully. We could
Yeah.
try and rush them or do them in Discord.
okay, it's like one sentence favorite moments. Or would you
Oh,
rather do them in
I
Discord?
hate doing Discord favorite moments.
I know.
Yeah,
I still have to do mine from last week.
Yeah.
But I did most of my other ones from last week.
Okay, just in case we have new people in chat, we have something that we do in our sessions called favorite moments. Favorite moments is how we end our sessions, because it's very nice to hear what you did well, so that you can go away feeling like, yeah, I did amazing, or I did good. What we do is we go around, we praise each other, commend each other on excellence play, or scenes that we did, or dialogue, or whatever else, player skills, all of it. We start with the self, because it's very important to praise yourself, and then everyone just cuddle piles on top, because we want as much positivity at our tables as possible. Something that we love, it's something that other people love as well, and sometimes we run out of time to do them, so we do them in the Discord, in the favorite moments section, where we will add in each other with positivity. So what do we want to do, guys?
Flip a
Pick
coin.
favorite moments. Oh, all
I
right.
think that
Flip a
from now
coin.
on, am I
But
allowed
Izzy
to
had
do
an
my
actual
favorite
preference.
moments on chat if we do
Yeah.
on Discord, and then
That's
everyone
Yeah,
else can do
you
them in
don't
Discord?
ever do them in Discord.
Busy.
I think you did.
But I don't. It's not because I don't want to do them. It's just because
No, I know that you have them
This is
in your
hard, it's
break.
cold
Yeah.
and filled with
Yeah.
nothing but hatred. Look at him. It's the face of a spiteful man.
Oh,
Can't
why
wait to use his dice to hit us.
don't Josh, you do your favorite moments for yourself and all of us, and then that'll probably take us to 11:30. And then
sick.
all of us can do our favorite moments in the Discord, I guess.
Sure.
If this becomes the new meta, the power I wield.
How you will. I'm a bit
So-
worried allowing you to go first.
So
that
many
means I'm
years
dead
of always
last.
going last.
Yeah.
No, you go before chat.
This is true.
Josh just makes a point every week to end session just slightly too late for favorite.
Everyone always gets an extra 15 minutes of game time now.
I've got a conspiracy theory that Ellie leaves earlier on Monday nights more often.
That would be a great theory, yes. I work earlier on a
Just to get from S to R.
I love
That's
it.
it. That's the ploy. You figured out my scheme.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do chats here as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat at Trader GM for your favorite.
Everyone moment.
I don't know if that works though. No, I think chat will have to do it in the Discord, right? At everyone.
Let chat decide.
Let's
Can do what chat wants to do.
decide. Chat's gonna be chat.
14 minutes.
Yeah.
Chat, you do you. We
Okay,
love
cool.
you. Dread, what was your favorite self-favorite moment?
Yeah, because I wouldn't be doing myself one in the chat, would I? My favorite moment was for self was the sheer amount of lore that I dropped tonight, but it hopefully didn't feel too no negatives. So the lore that I dropped, I felt like I delivered it pretty well. So I will say that I did well delivering lore, and the slow burn reveal at the end was something that I really appreciated as well. It was like, yep, I've shown you that I'm a person, feelings and emotions, and I'm very much real.
Yeah.
And there you go. You've dealt with me, and you know now. So that's my favorite moment. For myself would be lore and Othello. For Bobby, oh boy, I loved you calling out Jay so much because it was just like, we are going to talk about this. No. It's just brilliant. I loved it so much, and I feel like it's a conversation that's
which
had
is the
before.
same thing.
Yeah. I love it. I love it so much. Boy, but just okay. Was that my favorite moment? No, my favorite moment was the moment with Morinth. I know that you were worried that you were doing something wrong and everyone was rushing forward to stop you from doing it, but it was a very beautiful scene for me.
It was very beautiful.
And very cinematic. So I was just like, get it. For Jacob or JP.
Look at his face. He's so good at pause.
There's so many great moments. Give me a moment.
This is what happens when you go first.
Yeah.
The thing is, we can't stop him from taking all of them. Like, if he we have no authority to be like,
Yeah.
no,
Just run over and pull his computer out. And just...
yeah, you're our only hope.
I've been
I can just
training
press
to go
delete
last for a
down
long
here
time
and
now.
My favorite moment is when you asked for the mask to be different, and the subtle communication, hopefully not too, I think it's probably not subtle, I'd probably think it's of the backstory stuff. So for me, I know what was back there and what was referenced and what's going on there, and I love the parallels so gosh darn much. So I'm like, because I would love that, because there's subplot there that not everyone knows about. Hopefully someone will ask about it, but if not, that's fine. But I loved it so very much. Even I'm intrigued and I know what it is. So, yeah, I'm guessing other people may have, because you love talking about your characters in the best way. Does anyone else know? Does anyone else know?
I don't know specifics, but I'm making assumptions.
I don't know anything about Camilla's characters.
Really?
Camilla's characters.
Camilla's character.
Character.
Yo.
I don't know if I know her.
Okay, then I will leave
now.
it veiled. For now, that's my favorite moment because of subtext and parallels and awesomeness, and it's a brilliant setup, so I appreciate it so much. And also the voice acting is just amazing every flipping time. So, Jace.
Feels weird
Me going
letting
first.
him say
Yeah.
yours
Look at him go
first.
first. He thinks he's player.
He's also taking multiples every time because he's used to just being able to just word vomit
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
way.
Classic DM being a player for the first time.
My favorite
Izzy used to do that too, though. Just take multiple as number one.
I have to say my favorite moment was the response to Bobby. Like, it made me laugh so much because it was such a straight-laced, straight to the point, perfect dry humor answer, and you go back and you watch it and I crack it. I'm just like, hells yeah. I'm just like, it's just like no. It was perfect. I loved it so much. That's my favorite moment because it made me like laugh, and I appreciate that so much because I love laughing. I think I'm gonna leave more favorite moments for everyone else. There's stuff I want to say, but after everyone's saying that I shouldn't word vomit,
Oh no,
I'm
you
not
can
going
word
to.
vomit.
Yeah.
Allow it.
Yeah,
We also
like,
all kind of
yeah.
love it when you word vomit at us because it's like, yes.
I also really okay. So my next favorite moment would have been when you summon Mal and you're like, I just wanted to look like this. It's like yes, and just like allowing Othello to scritch Mal as well. It's like, oh, he's fine. I love that so very much. And then just be like, yeah, I feel like we could have just said that I wanted to look like this, and then we could have been fine. I love that so much, and I love because that whole scene, and it was perfect for what Jace's approach was. Like they were like probing with like different contexts and perspectives, and like trying to figure it out. And then I'm like, yeah, I really appreciated that whole interaction, very much. Yes. I'm not gonna say any more. All right. Otherwise, let's just take everyone's favorite moments. Raya.
That's me.
The reaction at the end of finding out that Othello was a Dreamling, that was so just perfect, and it was emoted perfect, it was roleplay perfect, and it was deep dive immersion, if that makes sense, because you get that look that I get, and I've seen other people get it too, when you are there, either in the character's eyes and perception, or you are explaining what's actually happening in that scene, because it's actually happening, because you use the words, that's all she's saying, or that's all she's able to say. It's just like, it was just sheer joy at that point, and I appreciated that connection to the world and the game so very much. Yeah, I loved looking through the questions about Othello.
I was like, I'm not gonna let him just ask me questions. I'm gonna turn these back on you.
No, it was great. I loved it so much because very cool NPC. A mask maker, face of many. Very cool.
It's a bit sad because it's the face, like he makes faces for other people, but he can't make a face for himself.
Yeah, so Othello's still trying to find it.
Portraits are hard.
Yep. I love Hustler so much. But yeah, I love that whole scene so very much. It was amazing. Yes. Scara. Oh boy. Do we have to do this dance?
Yeah.
Do we have to do this dance? I loved it so much. So fiery and so very Scara. I loved the whole scene with that as well. But not only that, 8 feathers, and I expect all 8 to be there as well. I appreciate you. I see you, and I appreciate you so gosh darn much. I love it so much. I'm sorry, JV, but I'm not sorry. Take that. Ha! I love that so much, and I appreciate that so much. But I love Scara so much, and the little bits of lore that are trickling out in the last session or two.
Well, someone keeps asking.
Yeah, it's happening, girl. I'm about it. I appreciate it so very much. Okay, so Ardana says at Dreaded GM, Josh, Othello messing with Camillo was so funny. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left, so we timed that pretty well. So we can have like a small chat. I'll start rating a target at about like 2 minutes to 11:30. We'll go into credits and then get a speed run, and I think that should be like on the dot.
Something happened tonight that I was like, wow, I didn't think this was ever going to happen on camera before, because everybody is in different squares on the screen. But I made a joke in the Zoom chat and I looked at JP, who was dead set looking at me. And then I just snapped and I had to mute myself. And every time I looked at JP, I started laughing. So I was like, okay, I'll look at someone else. And then I looked at Izzy, and Izzy had just read it. And then Izzy had started laughing as well. It It's like, I'm just gonna close my eyes and look down.
Guys,
Good call.
we might have a very special raid target tonight. J Marie is currently streaming.
Oh.
We could raid J Marie. She's
Oh,
playing
man.
Oh, I love
Bandy
that.
and the Ink Machine, and we can just go give a bunch of love to J Marie. For people that don't know, J Marie was one of our earlier viewers, especially for this campaign, where I take names from chat sometimes and bring them into the game, and we brought J Marie's handle into the game and I applied it to an NPC. Controversial of NPC a little bit, but has their own story in the world and has yeah. But we're gonna get in there, and I want to give a bunch of love to J Marie because we very much love J Marie. So if J Marie checks out this stream to see why we rated you, it's because we love you very much. Okay, cool. We've got about 1 minute. I'm gonna start getting everything queued up. You know what? Does anyone else have anything to say before we go into the final?
The time pressure makes me not have anything to think of.
That's okay.
You can only talk for 1 minute. It's like
1 minute.
Yeah, I already mistakenly brought up the chemistry story at the start, and that was a bad time. Badly timed. Oh, I'm so tired.
That's a fun story.
It is a fun story.
Yeah, no, my story will go for too long.
Yeah, right. You start to think you're like, no, there's nothing that comfortably fits in under 2
Can
minutes.
condense it down quickly.
Well,
Condense it.
when you were talking about tails and snakes and not liking them, I was wondering, do snakes have tails, or are snakes just one whole?
Tail.
Like they're just either all tail or all spine. And I was going to bring it up in the game, but it didn't quite fit. I couldn't quite
All
figure
neck.
out.
I could swear we had that conversation in game.
I think we
before.
have. I think we talked about them being all neck.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
But yeah, Camilla keeps bringing up snakes, and it just fuels my fun facts for snakes, and that's always been one that's pondered me.
All right.
So I like to think Raya was pondering that at the time.
I'm doing a little bit of an evil thing here. I've started the raid, so JP, if you're doing a pug speed run, pressure's on. Let's go to the credit screen just quickly so I can say thank you. Where is it? Yeah. Yo, thank you so much for everyone that came out and watched our game tonight. We love playing Dungeons and Dragons and telling stories together and being creative. Thank you so much for the followers. Thank you so much for the donation from Dead Aussie Gamer. Thank you so much for the cheers from Flyer Bowman and Cynical. And welcome new follower friends there. We appreciate you being here. We're gonna pop back. We appreciate our mods very much, but JP will say that in the plug speed run. Yes, get it, JP. You are. Yep.
Am I clear? Alright, so check out Izzy's Instagram. Why should you do that? Because it has a bunch of funky pictures on it, but also it has a link to excerpts of The Buried World, which is Izzy's book that is currently in editing, coming out at the speed of a book, so check that out. If you do like Dots and Lines and by God, if you like unholy amalgamation too, feel free to check out the Instagram above my head at hops_does_stuff. If you want to watch Daniel play games that he likes, you can feel free to check out his Twitch above his head at It's Pearson, spelled with 2 S's, or I'll laugh at you. If you like anime and or cosplay related things, feel free to check the Instagram above Ellie's head at simple.of.peach. And if you want to see all the incredible in-house art done by an amazing artist, and you can check out her Instagram at elation.art, at DreadGM on all the socials, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you, mods, for keeping everything humming. Keeping chat safe. Thank you very much for that. Also, check out the Discord. Do it.
We love
Do
you.
it now.
Join us in the Discord. It's amazing. Bye.